We are back for another episode of LDP's podcast. Today I'm here with...
I'm Tony.
I'm Zay Griff.
All right, we are here. So today we're going to be talking about high school, right? So you guys are both graduated, correct?
Yes, sir. 2020, class of 2020. Shout out the COVID year.
And
Good stuff.
I'm a class of 2022, so I'm just recently graduated. You guys graduated a little bit before me. So I just want to talk about high school. If you could go back and redo high school from the very beginning, what would you do differently?
Everything. Honestly, everything.
Yeah?
Starting off with, I'm not saying like friend groups or anything, but I definitely wouldn't have like associated myself with just one group of kids. And I never really did. I was always like a lurker. I was always friends with everybody. Even like George behind the camera, out of town. He did not come to our high school or anything. Like, we just met him out of town. Like, you got to be... In high school, you got to learn how to be more open to things and more accepting of things. Try different things. Try everything. Because the more experience you get, you don't know until you experience things. So
For sure.
That's how... That's definitely...
something
I would change.
I don't think I changed anything, really. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm happy where I ended up at, like how I'm doing, how I handle things now.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have like ways to go. I mean, it didn't prepare me for anything, like at all.
Yeah.
Like the experiences mainly, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
I think maybe who I am, and that's what it is.
Yeah, for me, I feel like with high school, like, it's such like a... And you don't realize it when you're in high school. Like, it kind of feels like... I guess it feels like the real world a little bit because it's like you got to wake up every day and go to school, but... At the end of the day, it's only like a 30-hour week. You know, it's really not
nothing crazy.
It's really nothing crazy at all. Like once you start, like once you're out of high school, whether you're going to college, not going to college, like, and you got to start working like full time. Plus, you're doing college on the side too. Plus, you're trying to like start a bit. It's like, oh my god,
You
like
just have a lot being thrown at
you just lose
your
your, and like you understand why it's so hard to be social and like do these things because you just get so busy, especially if you care about like setting yourself up like financially, like for your future. You just get so busy. It's like, well.
My boss at work
you know what I mean?
actually told me something that will stick with me forever. And it's true for the most part. And it's, you will not have more time than you have right now. Like, the time you have right now is probably like free time, whatever you want to call it. That's the most time you're going to have because as life goes on, responsibilities are going to stack up. You're going to lose time. You're going to start a family, which you should do. But you're going to start a family. It's just time-consuming stuff.
Yeah.
Go pursue and do what you want to do now.
Yeah.
Just, like, branch out. Do a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah. I would say, like, especially even if you're in high school, like, I know you're going to have free time on your hands unless you're, like, a Division I athlete or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're crazy in it with something else. But when you have that free time, like, start exercising and, like, on top of that, like, just try as much shit as you possibly can and figure out what you like because... You know, you're only getting, like, realistically, it's how I see it. You only get older.
Oh, yeah.
Every day you get a little bit closer to dying. And, like, I know it's a shitty way to look at it, but it's absolutely true. So it's like you want to try to kind of figure out, I dislike this. I'm going to stay away from it. I like this. I want to pursue it. You know, maybe you want to be a teacher, doctor, whatever it is. Or you want to start a business. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do.
For sure.
But you won't know what you like until you try it. So I wouldn't have known that I enjoyed like picking people's brains, like seeing what they have to say if I didn't start a podcast. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like maybe if I just kept playing baseball and I pursued it through college, then maybe that would have been my thing.
Yeah.
And I would have never known what was on this side, but I've played sports. Like I've now been on the creative side of doing things. I've been in the gym like all the time. That's another big one of my passions that I love doing. Like I'm just trying shit right now because I'm so young. It's like just keep trying shit.
As you should.
If you're under like, and you're a kid at like most ages. I feel like if you're under 30 years old, like you're so young, like just keep trying stuff out. Like come
100%.
on, even after 30, like most people don't have their life figured out till their 40s. Like come on, like we're young, especially if you're living with your parents. Do not take that for granted. Use that as experiment time. You know, work a little bit, try different jobs. You know, don't get so caught up in one specific job unless you're really in it, you're passionate about it, you love it. Go work in a department store. Go be a waiter. You know what I mean? Like,
you need to experience what it's like being at the bottom of the totem pole to really have the drive to want to be at the top.
Yeah.
You understand. You worked the job.
Yeah.
You told your boss, listen, I'm doing my own thing now.
Yeah.
I don't have time. You saw he didn't care enough to reach back out to you and be like, yo, like, best of luck. They really don't care.
Exactly.
Then you understand that now. Like, all right, do I want to be like this forever, working under someone who really doesn't give a shit about me?
Exactly.
I mean, my old boss banged with me for real. He texted me today.
And what did he ask you to do?
He asked me to work, but I told him I couldn't. But you know,
Did he hit you back?
yeah, absolutely.
What'd he say?
He said, "All right, I'll see you soon, pal."
But it's
He's
like,
not seeing you.
Yeah,
soon.
well,
He's
that's
my
what-
man, bro.
Like-
That's my man.
like there's some chill bosses, but it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
but it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, for the most part, it's like a company, and they really don't give a fuck about you. You're just
Yeah.
another,
Oh,
just
yeah.
another employee to them.
exactly.
Exactly.
Like,
Another
like,
delivery driver, another
Yep.
whatever.
Like
Yeah,
I work, like I
waiter.
just got a job at Lowe's for the summer, so I have money when I go back to school.
oh yeah,
They don't give a fuck about me. I'm just another body in that store.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, they pay me alright though, so I'm not really hating, but like,
Yeah.
it
they don't
is.
fuck with me like that.
Yeah. So like literally like look at your life resume. Like if you're on your deathbed, like, and you look back, it's like you probably wish you would have tried more shit, because it's
yeah.
like
I
now
mean-
I'm old and I just did one thing my whole life and I just got stuck on that, and it's like, did I even really enjoy it? You know what I mean? Like, money's cool and like money's great. Like, I want to be extremely, extremely financially free, and I believe that within the next year, me and my brother are absolutely going to be. But it's like you won't know what's going to set you free and take you that way if you don't try different stuff. Like David said the other day, he believed his calling was clothing, and he was right, but he tried working at a department store. Like, he tried different stuff. You know what I mean? He didn't just say, I'm going to do this. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, he tried different stuff. So
It took me, I like doing photography now. It took me being on the other side of the camera to realize, all right, let me maybe like get behind the camera, because I look at some people's pictures and I'm like, all right, this is a good picture, but like, I'll take a picture and I'll be like, okay,
Mine's better.
I'm seeing this a different way through my eyes, through my lens. Like,
Yeah.
I like this how I'm doing it.
yeah.
And like, it's just, I wouldn't have known if I didn't pick up a camera and try it. All starts off with an iPhone camera. Everyone's got a camera. Pick up your phone. Try something.
Yeah.
Editing, filters, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
You just got to try it out, and you don't know until you try.
For sure.
Seriously, you need to get your experience in.
For sure. Do you honestly believe that clout in high school matters?
Oh, no, not at all.
Like
Knowing-
while you're there, or like now.
You know what? Give me both.
This is what I'll say about that. Clout in general does not matter, but the people you know and the people that you surround yourself with and whatever are going to help you out growing on your character, whatever it is. Those are like, you need to, clout doesn't matter. It's the people you know and the connections you make in high
Yeah.
school that matter.
Yeah.
Seriously.
For sure.
Now, no, it doesn't matter. Never did. But like when you were in that environment, even if you didn't care for it or you didn't play into it, like it was a part of
Yeah.
what the culture was like.
Exactly. You know, like, it was just part of the experience. Like,
Yeah.
I was more like, not an outcast, just like in Howell. Like, I've always been like a very like solo person, because I came into high school with like barely any friends at the first school I went to.
You went to Hal?
I went to so I went to Howell for a couple of years, then I transferred out to a different school. So it was like shit was just like, it was weird for me, high school. Like it was a strange experience, like getting to like see through everyone and like see like what they were doing, and I'm like you don't even know what the fuck you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm like this is all you got. And I'm like and it's not even because I dislike these kids, but these kids were just pricks. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm even looking at these kids that I'm playing baseball with, and I'm like, I know you don't fuck with me. I know you don't like me. I'll take your spot. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly, yeah.
like it was a little shit, and I'm like, I know that this is like this is what's real. Like, unfortunately, you don't want to face that fact, but shit's not sweet. Even these kids that act like they're best friends, you know, when you're competing for the same position on that field,
Oh,
you're not
yeah.
friends anymore.
Oh, no.
You're not friends
at all.
anymore.
It's
You know what I mean?
different.
You're not friends anymore. And like,
sure.
as far as clout goes, it's just like, you might fuck a better chick because you have clout, and you might not even be as good looking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain like little perks that like I've seen can come with that, like for certain kids. But it's like,
Females play into it.
yeah, females play into it
Oh,
for
100%.
sure. Like, but that's
Don't
really
let pussy control you.
Yeah.
Do not let pussy control you, because you'll fuck up your whole life. I
doesn't
promise.
it does not pay the bills.
Fuck up your bank account. You're gonna fuck up your emotions, your brain, everything.
Yep, I completely agree. Exactly. I've always said like And like, there's been points like I'm not even trying to sound like dude, but I've had hoes before, like 100%. Like last summer I was going crazy, but like it's not even worth it. Like, you know what I mean? It's not worth it. Like you look back and you learn from everything. Like now I have a girl that like holds me down. No one could touch her. Like, you know, like that. There's 10 times the value in that. I don't give a fuck about a random tree that's just gonna go get ran down by someone else. Like, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
For sure.
It doesn't.
And the mindset, the single mindset and like the in a relationship mindset are two completely different things.
Way different.
Like I'm telling, last summer I was like, ooh, it's gonna be a slick summer. I'm gonna have a great time. I'm gonna be going out every weekend trying to get as many chicks as possible. And what happened? I got pretty much cuffed up in like the first week of summer.
Yeah.
But I was like genuinely happy.
Yeah.
And like everything changes once you're in that mindset and you're with someone that like you actually fuck with.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking around is fun to do, but like it's only fun for so long.
Yeah.
Experience it, but at the end of the day, most people get married and
Exactly.
it's for a reason.
I used to fuck around a lot.
Dirty man.
But it's like,
But like I'm better now. I'm matured. I definitely matured. That shit gets old so quick.
well, it does. I swear to God, it's
It really
like,
just gets old.
I swear to God, it gets old because it's like fuck around for the experience, and then it's
Yeah.
like when you know it's your time to like
Like, all right, it's just another
get held
body.
down by someone, just do it because like I swear like it's a lot more valuable to have someone that you know.
I don't even have the energy to just.
But the
try
problem
to
is-
fake a conversation with multiple girls. just
No
to-
way. Yeah, I'm done with
like,
that.
Yeah, bro.
But you know what the problem is? Like I see a lot of kids, and it's like, oh, like that's my girl, and it's like, ooh, like I know her.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I know
Yeah,
her. Like,
yeah, she's
like,
true,
and
true.
unfortunately, like, yeah, I know people change, but it's like, you know what? If you're gonna cuff someone, like you got to make sure you have to be sure it's the right person. Because again, I'm sure you might have made that mistake. I know I made that mistake. Like you date someone and you're like, oh my God, this is just not for me. Like within the first 2 weeks, like I am up
Oh
and
my
gone.
God.
Like it's
Yeah.
not it's not even worth it. Fucking, it just happened to me a couple months ago. I was like, fuck this. So much happier in the relationship I'm in now. So much happier. It's just better. It's just better for me, you know? Pushes me to do better. Like that's what you have to seek in a partner. It's not all about
100%.
how big is your ass, how big, like it goes beyond that. Like you really have to, like when you see a chick that's bad, right?
Yeah.
Your mind is already gonna get like a little bit fucked because you're gonna be like,
yeah.
oh, I want her, she's bad, she's this, other guys want her. So
Well, yeah,
your
she-
brain, like you
she
perceive
got
her as more
bummed out.
valuable, right? But at the end of the day, that's just shell. Like
That's not your-
literally.
that's
Most
not
of the
your
time,
post
the
nut.
girls that look like that are just boring. Like,
Yeah.
y'all not it. Like they're not that interesting.
Yeah.
They rely on their looks.
Most of the time they got nothing to say because they've never had to have anything to say because guys just come and it's easy for them, you know?
The way you got to look at things and the way I look at most things in life now is look at it through the post nut mindset.
Yeah,
Post nut, everything changes after like
it does.
Trust me, everything changes. I'm
after you
telling
bust
you.
a nut.
Yeah.
Every,
No, it
it's 100%
seriously
true.
is like you see shit the real way.
You see shit how it is.
Exactly.
Literally, like when you have those strong urges, look at that and say, okay, this is just a shell. Do I actually genuinely think I could date this person? Does she have a flirty personality? On to the next. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like there's
Yeah.
so like come on, like you know what I mean?
once you usually hit, you're like would I do this? Where like this was a waste.
Yeah.
A
I don't
man,
even fuck with you like
a
that.
man needs a woman with a vision, not a little girl who wants to party and go out all the time. Especially if it's not with you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
saying.
What is she going out? This is me personally, but what are you going out for if you got a man's and you're not going out with him? Who you trying to show out to?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
shit? Who you going to drink and have fun with? That's not me.
Yeah. Unless
Who you
it's
trying
like
to get drunk and nasty with? That's
Yeah,
not
And
me.
the problem is like in the past, I've definitely still given it up to those girls.
Yeah.
like that.
like,
like yeah, it's terrible, but they get you.
yeah.
They somehow, some way will get you.
No, they do for sure, but it's like if it's a throwaway, you just have to treat it as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But sometimes it's hard. It's like, oh, like let's keep hanging out. The more you hang out with someone, although you try to fight it, feelings will build.
Oh, 100.
Yeah.
Regardless, I don't care how much of a horse she is. Those feelings are gonna build. You know what I mean?
110%.
Fall
like-
in love with a whore. That's treacherous. That's bad.
But it's like, you say you love
no,
them,
I'm saying like
It's
I've been
bad.
down that road, falling in love with a whore.
bro.
bro, that's a treacherous.
It just hurts. Like
It
literally,
hurts 'cause
You're in
you
pain all day, and it's just not worth it.
It's not
I'm
a
throwing-
fun feeling in your
like,
stomach.
I'm throwing up.
You know that. You know that feeling.
I'm
in your-
not eating for days. I'm not sleeping.
'Cause
When
I
I
know
do
it's-
sleep, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm getting chills. I'm sick.
like like when a girl puts that pit in your stomach, it's like, oh, like, is she gonna do something? It's not the girl. It's not
no.
the girl for you. Unless you have like terrible trust issues like with everyone and everything. You know, when if it's like, I know for a fact, like when I know I have to worry about someone. You know what I mean? Like my first ever relationship, I knew, like, I was essentially lying to myself every day that, like, oh, she's not flirting. She just has a flirty personality. That's just how she is. I was lying to myself.
Oh, yeah.
Every fucking day because I thought I was in love. You know what I'm saying? I was lying to myself. Now, as I learn, and I learn from previous experience, I learn from my friends who are older than me that I've been through. You know what I mean? I learn, and I'm like, you know what? Now I know what the fuck to avoid. I know what to pursue, and now I know how to approach situations with a head on my shoulders, you know? Look at them as a shell, literally. Go have a conversation, learn a little bit about them, go on a couple dates, and if they let you get in their pants the first time y'all hang out, that's not the one.
Like my,
That's
like,
not the one.
like
If
my
that is
fir-
the one, you're looking
Yeah.
for a weird one.
like my first like
That's
it
just
took
me.
me a while to get out of that because like my first girl, like, she did the same shit to me. Like, she was playing me months on end, like this and that, just giving me the fucking whirl around. And after that, like, I didn't trust the same. Like, I would just dog females out after that because, like, in my head, you're gonna do that shit to me.
Yeah.
And it took a while for me to just get out of that and be like, it was my fault. that
Yeah.
I ignored all of that and
Yeah.
just continued to let her do that.
Yeah. Yep.
This is sort of going back on the high school thing. I would say.
I was legit, yeah. I was
all right,
young.
listen. At the end of the day, females are awesome, right?
No.
But don't rush to lose your virginity. I'm telling you, because you'll make a mistake doing that. I ended up dating a girl just because I lost my virginity to her, and then I had to break her heart weeks later. Fucking.
But
asked
I
her
feel
out on
like- I feel like
Valentine's
the
Day.
usual-
It was terrible.
Because you didn't really care about her.
No, I didn't. It was just like one of those things that I felt because of the people around me that I needed to get done.
Exactly.
And
I feel like
it
the
was a
usual-
mistake.
I
If
feel
I
like-
can go back and undo it, I would, because like I just don't really want that person on my list of bodies looking back
Yep.
at it now.
I feel like the first body you have, like, it usually goes like, oh, like, you want them so bad, so you think you like them. They give it up to you, and then you're just like, all right, I'm
Shit,
done with you.
now
And then
what?
it's always
Yeah.
the first body, and you just shimmer them away.
Yep.
Unless it's like one of those things where like, all right, we've been dating throughout all of high school, and like this
Those
is like
shits
a
are
lifelong-
anomaly. Those are NPCs, bro. That shit is fake. You're not dating for 4 years. Get the fuck out
It's
of here.
Throughout all of high
100%
school.
true.
Like,
She's
throughout
getting
all
dug
high
out by
school.
someone else.
Getting
Gang.
dug, like, bro,
They're all
get out of here.
NPCs.
4 years. Listen, and it's like, don't rush that whole like process of like losing your virginity just because you think it's happening late in comparison
yeah,
to your
nah,
boys.
no way.
Fuck that. It's gonna happen regardless. It's human nature. It's going to happen at some point,
yeah.
and when it happens with the right person, you'll be so much happier.
And if you
that
can't
didn't fuck it
find
up.
someone, just know someone's out there for you. There's someone out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Don't tweak yourself out.
I wish I didn't
go on
have-
Tinder. Do some
Don't go
swiping.
on Tinder. I wish I
Go on
did.
Don't be meet with no strangers on the internet.
I wish I didn't rush. Like, I was quick to just give it up.
Yeah,
And I wish I just like held on to it longer.
Yeah.
It's a sacred thing.
bro.
Looking back,
really
it's a
is a
sacred thing,
sacred
and I'll
thing.
never get it back.
And
Yeah.
that's why I feel like the first person you do it with really matters, because it is a sacred thing. Like, this is a big achievement. You're experiencing a new feeling.
She
Like,
matters. She cool.
Yeah, it's true. It's like
You could come back.
it's like when like when you look back, like the girl that you like lose your virginity to, like that's like, it's like such like a bonding thing that it's like even
Yeah.
if she, and like, you know, another thing, I feel like the first girl you like and the first girl you lose your virginity to, you're gonna catch feelings for the hardest.
Yeah.
So it's like
could be true, yeah.
when you
Yeah.
do that, right? If she's not a virgin and you're just like one of her boyfriends, like
That just hits.
on like a list, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know what you're saying.
Is she really gonna value you? You know what I'm saying? That yeah.
Do I feel it?
I don't feel it. Go deeper. It's all the way in. It's all the way in.
I finished.
finished. Oh my god, bro! I got some stories. I can't go too into detail. I can't violate myself on camera. I have some hilarious stories. I'll tell you off camera. But fucking, oh my god.
How do we have to censor?
Oh, I have
how
some
bad
fun-
do we have to censor ourselves? Where is this going?
Oh
How
no,
bad do I
we're
have to
chilling.
This is honestly a great podcast.
All right, word.
Yeah, but
Oh
like,
my gosh, I would love to talk about like Wildwood.
yeah, and it's
Now let's talk about some. Let's get into. I mean, I don't
Like,
care. I mean, I don't. wanna
My
get you
my
in
high
trouble.
school after prom was just like terrible. I was in like a circle between, not at the prom, but between 3 girls that summer. It was just like
This is why I have trust issues. Listen to this.
it was sort of a rotation. So I don't even know. This was like the COVID year. I didn't even go to prom. I wasn't taking a girl to prom. I was just going to Wildwood, and I was just gonna take it from there. Wildwood is where we had our after prom, and we have a senior prom.
Yeah, but no mask. I was on the beach. Vibing.
I didn't go to senior
Yeah,
prom.
you're weird. No, you did pull up. for a
I
little
pulled
bit.
up not in a suit. I pulled up. It was on the beach. It was pretty hard.
Ant
but I
was
just
a
pulled up. I ran out there on my
Ant was a
shorts.
freak.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Wildwood. I had 3 girls that I was talking to that summer.
Wow.
I asked one girl. She couldn't come. Scratch that. I was getting with a girl who I was about to ask out. Who was actually one of my ex-girlfriends. Shout out Kylie.
Shout out,
Shout out Kylie. Fuck you, actually. I'm playing. And then the girl that was in Wildwood. So I had just had this fire ass rotation going on.
Tell him what the girl in Wildwood did.
I did not know this, but the girl in Wildwood had sex with 2 other dudes before me.
same night.
Same night, yo. But I'll tell you this. She said I did the best out of all of them, and I was last. That's dirty. Listen, that's dirty shit. That's dirty shit. I got checked. I'm clean. Trust. I didn't even.
I
Tell
didn't have sex. I didn't do anything in Wildwood. I had no sex.
Really?
No
That's
sex
cap.
in-
No
I
way.
promise
Everybody
you.
touched something in Wildwood.
I mean, I was like, you know, not mean, but like, I didn't have sex in Wildwood.
but like,
I was fried out.
dude, this is like a thing. This is really all. Taking this from high school, this is what I remember from high school.
Yeah.
I don't remember school. I
Exactly.
don't remember what
Exactly.
I learned.
If your goal-
This is the shit I remember.
Exactly.
And it's like,
Yep.
it makes you brain dead almost.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're just gonna think about the experiences that were fun or
Yeah.
tragic that like you'll
Yeah.
actually remember.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
gonna
It's just
remember-
character
Like
development.
if like I understand, like put it this way, you are not lazy because you're not doing your math work or your science work. You
That's
are
just
just
not what you're
fucking
interested
not
in.
interested in it.
Exactly.
Okay? You're not lazy. Like don't, because I know I fell into this trap. Like people around you that tell you, "Oh, you're lazy. Do your schoolwork. You're lazy." Like no, I'm not lazy. I'm not interested in this fucking bullshit.
Oh, yeah, no.
And maybe it's not fucking bullshit to someone else, but it's fucking bullshit to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's bullshit to me. I don't need it for my career. Maybe you do,
100%.
but I don't.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm disinterested. So my purpose is going elsewhere.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. I apologize. Because I was sitting in class, like I was like, fuck, I'd rather fucking be jerking off right now. Like literally. And they were like, Luke, this is the 3rd time. Do we need to take you down to the office? I'm like, take me. Take me.
At this
take me out of
point-
my fucking misery. I'd rather sit in the principal's office and get lectured than hear your fucking mx squared equals my sec. Like, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't need it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not lazy. You're just disinterested. It's really not your fault.
Exactly.
You're going to find something that you're passionate about. You're going to pursue it, and it's going to be better. So if you don't find it in high school, that's okay. You're not.
Don't trip about
You're not
it.
a fuck up just because the traditional education system doesn't have your future in store. I promise. I promise. You can learn a trade.
Yeah, you can
Plain
learn a
and simply.
trade. If you're in high school, take superlatives.
Let alone-
Superlatives are
yeah.
the biggest thing. Like, even if it's something that you're not really interested in, try it. You could switch a fucking class,
Yeah.
but just try it. See if you like it. Maybe you'll fuck with it. I took digital art. I didn't know shit about digital art. I love that shit. That's sort of what got me into photography too.
Yeah.
Like with like editing and stuff. It's fucking sick.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Think about how many social media trades there are.
Oh my gosh, it's
Oh my
crazy.
God. Affiliate marketing, social media marketing,
Uh-huh.
e-commerce, drop shipping. Like there's literally the list goes on. I could go on for days, but it's
could
like
sell anything. On
you
social
could
media.
sell if you try hard enough to sell tampons online, you'll become a millionaire tampon
Oh, straight
seller.
up, you just gotta find the best quality tampons.
Find the best quality
beat
one.
the better price.
It's girls. Girls sell pussy.
Whatever
girls sell themselves online.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can sell your
Exactly.
toes. You can do whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Literally,
girl-
you could do whatever you want with your life. It doesn't need to be traditional school. And if it is,
Yeah.
clap it up like
Oh, yeah.
like good for you. Like I'm not hating
You
on
got
you for
your
wanting to do
degree.
that.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
if you like, power to you if you could drop out, start an OnlyFans to become a millionaire.
Yeah.
Respect.
This is actually a
Like, you
crazy
hustling.
statistic.
Yeah.
In 2021, I believe it was over 100,000 people under the age of 22 years old made over, or no, it wasn't 100,000. It was 1 million people under 22 years old made a 6-figure paycheck from social media in 2021.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Absolutely.
6 figures, and these kids aren't even 22 years old yet.
Yep. So why? And when you reinvest that money properly at such a young age, especially if you're living with your parents, you'll never go broke. You'll see that money every year for the rest of your life. So you don't need to, okay, and I don't give a fuck if this is on all my teachers for you page. You don't need to go through traditional schooling just to build success, generational wealth, whatever you want to create for yourself. You don't have to. I swear to God, you don't have to. I sat here the other day with a millionaire who dropped out of college and pursued his clothing business full time and made it. I see hundreds of thousands of people on my For You page, and some of the shit's capped, but like I contact these people because I have an account where you see a couple 100,000 followers, like you're gonna like respond to my DM, whatever, and like I know what's capped and what's not capped. I've spoken to multiple people that have done it, and it's like, you know what? It's not easy.
No.
It's not easy. It's just different. This is the path I wanted to take. You know what I
It's
mean?
a fucking grind.
It's
You
a
have to
fucking
put-
grind.
You have to put
especially
110% into it.
bro. You gotta put your life on the line for it because you're literally risking falling back on zero. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
With that degree, you could always get that little $50,000 a year job. You could survive. You know what I mean? When you go in with like,
They're giving you just enough with that degree. It's just to get by with that.
Yeah.
With it all depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
If your dream is to become like a crazy doctor, great. We need doctors.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome.
yeah,
But don't limit yourself because things aren't working out in school. There's so many fucking things you can do.
exactly. Like there's a role for everyone in society. Just because your parents want you to be a lawyer or a doctor, and you're like, fuck you, mom. Like, I don't want to be a lawyer or a doctor. I want to be on OF. You could do it. It's your life at the end of the day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you're cool with letting the opinions of others go, and it's like, I'm going to live my life on my terms, and I know regardless, I'm going to make it and I'm going to make my money. That's all you need. You don't need.
You letting your daughter make an OF?
Yeah, like you don't need. Like you don't need to do anything
know
by
if I
anyone
would.
else's standard.
You don't know?
All right, listen. If my daughter makes an own, that's when she starts paying rent, and I am taxing her. She's getting taxed 100%.
If you're making money, you gotta be like, you gotta really be making money for
It
you
also
to let
depends.
that shit slide though.
It also depends. Listen, I'm not gonna look at your shit. I'm gonna have your mother look at your shit. Your face better not be in it. Your real name better not be
I
in
just
it.
need to
and I'm
aim.
getting a cut. On no weird shit. You're just paying rent.
She give me AMG, Mercedes AMG. She cool. She cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, bro. Like it's just funny. It's like it all correlates. Like the clout,
The cloud,
the degree, like whatever you choose to do, like whatever path you take, whether you want to be the loner, the kid with clout, you want to make all the money, you want to make no money. Like really, none of it matters because whatever you do, you're choosing to live on your terms.
Oh, yeah.
If your goal is to make a bunch of money, that's cool to you. You know what I mean? If you choose to just get a regular job, like for a company, that's also cool to you. Like you shouldn't be shunned or praised for doing either one.
whatever
It's
you wanna
all
do,
choice.
Whatever you want to do to get by is what you do to get
Exactly.
I think a lot of people get that twisted too. People get very caught up in the whole thought of like chasing being rich or being wealthy. When like a lot of people like me, I'm really just chasing financial freedom. I'm not chasing that money for all like the materialistic bullshit. I'm chasing that money so me, my kids, and their kids are straight. I don't got a trip. I'm just financially free, stress free. I'm telling you, this work shit is stressful. I'm an electrician. I work 40 hours a week. Like this is a full-time job. This shit is not fun. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying rush to figure it out, but try different things so you can figure it out.
Absolutely.
Because it's not just going to sit there and come to you. Like, you can't just sit around all day, scrolling on TikTok, fucking off. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you need to actually do something.
Go
for
try
something
shit.
to happen.
Go try shit. That's all you got to do. Just
100%.
keep trying shit. Guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Of course, I would love to have you guys come back. I actually had a good time.
I
This was
appreciate
one of my
you
best
having us.
conversations. Like it was light, but like I feel like we covered a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Good combo.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
hell yeah. Don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe for more content, and I will see you for the next episode.
LDP, baby. Come on now.